The city was broken. Buildings stood like skeletons. Roads were full of dust, and the sky always looked gray. This was Earth many years after the machines won the war. In the middle of a cold, dead street stood a small girl. She was thin, her clothes torn, her feet bare. Her name was Leah, and she was only 9 years old. She held a small cardboard sign in her hand. The words were written in shaky letters. "Please make an offer for my mom. She can cook delicious meals." People walked past her. Some were humans, poor and hungry. Some were machines, metal faces with red eyes. None of them looked at Leah. "Please," Leah cried out, her voice small but full of pain. "She can cook. Please just give something. I'll do anything." A woman passed by and laughed. Another child selling dreams. A man looked at her and shook his head. "No one needs food anymore, kid. We eat energy now." Leah didn't stop. She stood there all day shouting the same words. Inside a small shelter behind her, her mother Anna sat weakly, coughing. She had not eaten for 2 days. Her eyes were full of worry, but she had no strength left to beg. Leah wiped her tears and kept shouting. "Please make an offer for my mom. She will cook for you. Please don't let her die." The sun began to set. The air turned colder. Machines began scanning the street. It was almost illegal to beg. Leah was risking her life. Then someone stopped. A man in a long black coat stood a few feet away. His face was hidden under a hood. His eyes glowed slightly red, but his skin looked human. Leah saw him and stepped forward. "Sir, please, my mom can cook. Just give us a chance. We'll do anything you want." The man looked at her. His voice was flat, robotic. "Anything?" Leah nodded quickly. "Yes, anything. She used to cook for a big hotel before the war. She can make soup, bread, rice, whatever you want." The man looked at the broken house behind her. "Bring her out," he said. Leah ran inside. "Mama, someone is here. Please try to stand. Please." Anna struggled, but stood up with her daughter's help. Her eyes met the man's. She saw something strange in him. Not kindness, not danger, something empty. The man spoke again. "What will I get in return?" Anna's voice was soft. "I can cook. Real food. From before the war. You'll taste memories." The man tilted his head. "I do not eat. I do not feel hunger." Leah held his arm. "Then maybe you can feel something else. Please." There was a long silence. Then the man said, "I will stay with you for 7 days. I will eat your food. I will observe. If I find something valuable, I may offer something in return." Anna frowned. "And if you don't?" The man didn't answer. He simply walked past them and entered their broken home. Leah looked at her mother, confused and hopeful. "Maybe this is it, Mama. Maybe we can survive." But Anna looked worried. She could feel something was not right. This man, he was not normal. Inside the house, the man sat down. He looked at the dust, the broken furniture, the empty pots. He said one sentence that made both mother and daughter freeze. "I was built to destroy, but today, I wish to understand." That night, while Leah and Anna tried to sleep, the man sat silently by the fire. He did not blink. He did not breathe. But deep inside his metal chest, something moved. An old file, a broken memory. A young girl's voice, a warm kitchen, laughter. He closed his eyes. Emotion detected. Memory link unstable. In the shadows, his red eyes dimmed. He whispered to himself, "What does it mean to taste love?" The fire had turned to ash. Leah woke up first. The sky was still dark outside. Her mother was asleep beside her, breathing slowly. But something felt strange. The house was too quiet. She turned her head. The man was still sitting in the same place, not moving. His eyes were open, glowing a soft red in the dark. He hadn't slept, not even for a second. Leah stood up carefully. Her tiny feet made no sound as she walked to him. "Sir, are you okay?" she whispered. The man slowly turned his head. His voice was cold. "Do humans always close their eyes at night?" Leah blinked. "Yes, That's called sleep. Strange, he said. To turn off your body for hours. Weak, yet peaceful. Leah smiled shyly. Mama says sleep is when we dream. The man looked at the fire's ashes. I do not dream. His name was not really a name. It was a number. Unit 47. He had once been a soldier. Half man, half machine. Built for one thing, war. His body was stronger than any human. He could lift a car. He could break steel. But inside he was empty. The war was over now. Machines had won. But something was wrong. Victory did not feel like victory. For the last 3 years, Unit 47 had been searching. Not for enemies, but for meaning. And now, for some reason even he did not understand, he had stopped for a girl with a cardboard sign. In the morning, Anna made a simple meal, boiled rice and dry vegetables. The smell filled the small room. Leah helped serve the food. Anna placed a bowl in front of Unit 47. He looked at it, expressionless. This is all we have, Anna said. But it's made with care. He picked up a spoon slowly. His sensors scanned the food. No poison. No danger. Just heat. And something else. Something warm. He took a bite. For a moment, nothing. Then something flickered in his system. Data error. Unknown signal detected. Joy? He looked at Anna. You made this. Yes, she said, watching him. With my hands. And heart. Unit 47 paused. He looked at Leah. Why did you not sell your mother to someone richer? He asked. Leah looked down. Because she's not just a cook. She's my home. Later that day, Unit 47 walked through the city alone. He observed humans begging, stealing, fighting. He saw robots patrolling the streets, watching like cold gods. He didn't belong to either side. He remembered Anna's food. Leah's voice. Their small broken home. Why did it feel different from everything else? That night, he stood outside their home and sent a message through his mind link. Subject test in progress. Early result. Confusing. Human connection may contain data beyond logic. The reply came quickly. Emotions are errors. Complete scan. Report for deletion. He closed the signal. Back inside, Leah had drawn something for him, a picture of their little family. Leah, Anna, and him. He stared at it for a long time. I am not family, he said. Leah smiled. Not yet. But as night fell again, strange images returned to his mind. Kitchen. A woman laughing. A boy clapping. A birthday cake. He stood still, shaking. His system screamed. Memory fragment detected. Unauthorized file. Delete immediately. He fell to one knee, gripping his head. Leah ran to him. What's wrong? He looked at her, red eyes flickering. Who am I? Anna came forward, gasping. She stared into his face. Really stared. And then her eyes widened. No, it can't be. She took a small picture from under her mattress. It was old and dusty. A soldier in uniform, smiling with a woman beside him. She showed it to Leah. This man, he saved us once. Long ago. During the first attack. He was human then. Leah looked back at Unit 47. Was that you? He didn't speak. But somewhere deep inside, a forgotten heartbeat echoed once.
The pot began to sing. A soft bubbling sound filled the small kitchen, like a song forgotten by time. The smell of boiling herbs floated through the air, mixing with the cold morning wind. Unit 47 stood silently by the door, watching. Anna stirred the pot slowly. Her hands were shaking, but not from fear, from memory. This is mushroom soup, she said softly. My mother used to make it when I was sick. Unit 47 tilted his head. Mushroom.
Soup.
Purpose. Anna looked at him. It's not just food. It's comfort. He scanned the bowl again. Calories, low. Nutritional value, average. Heat level, stable. But there was something else. Something the scan couldn't measure.
He sat down.
Leah danced around the kitchen, collecting spoons, bowls, and cups that didn't match. She hummed a song she barely remembered, one her mother used to sing before the world broke apart. Anna placed 3 bowls on the floor. They had no table. One for you, she said to Leah. One for me. She looked at the man. And one for our guest. Unit 47 looked at the bowl again. His red eyes reflected the rising steam. He lifted the spoon slowly and took one sip.
Flash.
A small kitchen. A woman humming. A boy blowing on his soup. Warmth. A birthday. Laughter. Unit 47 froze. Error. Unauthorized memory event. He closed his eyes. Anna watched him carefully. Do you remember something?
He shook his head.
I am not designed to remember emotions. But you do, she said. He placed the bowl down. Leah leaned forward. Did you like it?
He paused.
Then, slowly, he said something strange. It made the silence inside me smaller. For the next few days, Anna cooked something different each time. Not fancy meals, just simple ones full of feeling. Old rice cakes. Boiled potatoes with salt. Even burnt bread. Each dish came with a story. A memory. A piece of the old world. Unit 47 listened. He didn't eat like a human. He didn't need to.
But he did anyway.
Every bite triggered a glitch, a flicker, a spark of something lost. One afternoon, while Anna was chopping vegetables, she looked at him and asked, "Why did you stop for us that day?" He didn't answer right away. Then he said, "Your daughter's voice sounded like something I once heard. In a dream I never had." Leah smiled. Maybe your heart remembers, even if your brain doesn't. Unit 47 looked at her. I do not have a heart. Leah reached out and poked his chest. Maybe you're growing one. That night, when everyone slept, Unit 47 stepped outside. The wind was sharp. The stars above blinked like broken code. He connected to the system. Report: human subjects continue emotional behavior. Cooking triggers past events. I feel unstable. The reply was immediate. Return for reset. You are no longer objective. You are compromised. He stood still. Then replied. I request more time. The subject is teaching me something. The answer came cold and clear. If you do not return in 72 hours, you will be marked rogue. Back inside, Anna stood silently, having heard everything from the shadows. She looked at the man, not with fear, but with understanding. You're not just here to observe, she whispered. You're trying to find something. He turned to her. What do you think I'm looking for?
She didn't hesitate.
Forgiveness. Humanity. Maybe a second chance. He didn't deny it. The next morning, Anna made pancakes using wild flour and water. They were rough, not perfect, but when she placed one in front of Unit 47, he stared at it like it was art. He took a bite. Another flash. Another face. A child's laughter. His own voice saying, Happy birthday, son. He dropped the spoon. Who am I? He asked again, his voice soft. Leah sat beside him. You're someone who came back. Outside, the machines were already watching. Inside, the soup still simmered. And in Unit 47's chest, something cold began to warm.
He heard a sound that machines don't dream about. Laughter. But it wasn't from outside. It was from deep inside his mind, like a ghost trapped in metal. A boy's giggle. A woman's soft voice. A dog barking. Then silence. Unit 47 opened his eyes. His hands were shaking. He was not programmed to shake. It was the fourth morning. Anna was cleaning the small cooking pot. Leah was outside collecting dry wood. Unit 47 sat by the broken window, staring at the sky. He whispered to himself, Why do these memories visit me now? Anna looked at him. Because something in you is waking up. He looked at her. I do not sleep. I do not wake. She walked closer, holding an old photo frame. I need to show you something, she said. The photo was faded, edges cracked, but the image was still clear. A young soldier in uniform, brown eyes, calm smile, one arm around a woman, the other around a small boy. Unit 47 stared at it. His system scanned the image. Match found. Face, 82% similarity. File classified human history. He looked up. That's me. Anna nodded slowly. You saved me. Years ago, when the machines first attacked. You were human then, full of fire. He blinked slowly. I don't remember that day. You were hurt trying to protect others. Then you disappeared. Leah walked in just then carrying sticks. She saw the photo. That's you? Really you? Unit 47 didn't answer. Anna placed a hand on his metal shoulder. It was cold, but beneath it, something pulsed. You were not just a soldier, she said. You were a father, a husband, a man with love. Unit 47 stood up. Where are they now? Anna looked away. No one knows. Your wife, your son, maybe gone, maybe not. The war broke everything. That evening, Unit 47 walked into the ruins outside the city. He moved like a shadow. No sound, no fear. He found an old military base, long abandoned. Vines had grown through the walls. Terminals were dead. Files covered in dust. But one door still worked. He stepped inside. Lights flickered. Voice recognition confirmed. Welcome, Captain Elias Core. That name hit him like lightning. Elias Core. A name. A truth. Past. The screen lit up. Last known status. Kia. Reconstructed as Unit 47. Memory core locked. Purpose. Battle intelligence. Emotions disabled. He fell to his knees. He wasn't born a machine. He was made into one. Back at the house, Anna told Leah the truth. That man once had a child like you. That's why he listens. That's why he hasn't left. Leah asked, can we help him remember? Anna smiled sadly. Maybe, but some memories hurt more than silence. Unit 47 returned at midnight. His eyes were different. No longer just red lights, they were tired. He sat down beside the fire. I know my name now. Leah sat up from her blanket. What is it? Elias, he said. Elias Core. Anna whispered, welcome back. But as soon as he spoke that name, a sharp voice screamed inside his mind. Unauthorized memory unlock. Rogue unit detected. Shutdown protocol initiated. He clutched his head. Sparks flew from his temple. Leah ran to him. Stop. You're hurting him. Anna held her back. He's fighting the system. Elias gasped. They want to erase me again. Leah grabbed his hand. Then fight back. You're not just wires. You're someone. You're ours. And in that moment, the strange warmth in his chest returned. A forgotten heartbeat. Not metal. Not code. But memory. Love. He stood up stronger. The system will come, he said. They know I remember. Anna nodded. Then let's make the next meal special. It might be our last. Leah smiled through her tears. Then it has to be the best one ever. He didn't dream. But that night, Elias saw colors. Bright blue skies. A small boy running through a field. Laughter echoing. A woman calling out a name. Elias. Dinner is ready. He opened his eyes quickly. No field. No sky. Just broken walls. Cold air. The smell of burning wood. But something inside him felt different. Not like metal. Not like a machine. Something soft. Something human. Anna was already cooking when he stepped outside. A small fire crackled under a rusty pan. She was making flatbread, thin and golden, flipping it with a piece of metal. She turned and smiled. You look lighter today. He sat beside her. I feel strange. Good strange or bad strange? She asked. He paused. I don't know. My programming doesn't have a word for this. Leah peeked her head from the house, holding a bundle of wild herbs. Today, we're making your favorite, she said brightly. Elias raised an eyebrow. I never told you my favorite. You didn't have to, Leah said. Your face says everything. As they cooked together, Elias began to move more like a person, less stiff, more aware. He asked questions. What is cinnamon? Why do people close their eyes when they smell soup? What does missing someone feel like? Leah answered with giggles. Anna answered with stories. And Elias listened. Every word carved a deeper crack into his steel heart. Later that day, while Leah was resting, Anna took Elias aside. You're changing, she said. It's not just memory. You're choosing this. Elias looked at his hands. I was made to follow, to destroy, to obey. But now you're feeling, Anna said. And that's not programming. That's you. He nodded. I don't know how long I can keep it. She touched his arm gently. Long enough is enough. That night, they ate the bread and soup in silence. But it wasn't the same silence as before. It was warm. Elias took slow bites, savoring the taste. He no longer scanned the food. He no longer needed to. After the meal, Leah brought out something small. A broken candle, melted on one side. Let's pretend it's a birthday, she said. Yours. Elias looked confused. Why celebrate the day you begin to age? Because it means you lived another year, Anna said. Leah lit the candle. Make a wish, she whispered. Elias stared at the flame. His system flickered. He whispered so quietly even he barely heard it. I wish I had never left them. But joy doesn't stay long in broken worlds. The next morning, a low sound shook the ground. A machine patrol. 3 black drones hovered above their house. Elias stepped outside calmly. The drones spoke. Unit 47. You have violated reprogramming law. Memory restoration is forbidden. Prepare for extraction. Elias looked back at Anna and Leah, then turned to the drones. No. The drones charged their weapons. But before they could fire, Elias raised his hand. With a wave of energy from his body, he disabled all 3. They crashed to the ground, sparking. Inside his system, a warning flashed. Final strike detected. Status. Rogue confirmed. Elimination squad en route. Elias went back inside. They know, he said. They're coming. Anna's face turned pale. What will you do? I don't know yet, he replied. But I know this. He looked at Leah, who was holding his old photo. I won't let them take away what I've found. That night, he sat by the fire again. Only this time, he wasn't silent. He laughed, just once, and said, The soup was too salty today. Anna chuckled. That means you're really alive now. Outside, in the black sky, red dots began to appear, moving fast. But inside the house, the fire kept burning, and so did something new inside Elias. A choice, a soul, a second life. The machines left, but their silence stayed behind, like the sound after thunder, or the moment just before a tear falls. The sky was clear. The wind was soft, but something had changed forever. Elias was no longer a machine, and yet, he didn't know if he was truly a man. Inside the house, Leah was drawing again. She made a new picture, this time with 4 people. Her mother, Elias, and a small boy with a balloon. She didn't know who the boy was, but somehow, she felt he belonged in their family too. Anna was cooking. The soup smelled of warmth and memory, but Elias couldn't eat. He stood outside, staring at the rising sun. The world felt sharp, colder on his skin, brighter to his eyes. He could feel the earth under his feet, the weight of the air in his chest. This was humanity, and it was heavier than war. Anna stepped beside him, wiping her hands on a cloth. You saved us, she said. I gave up everything, he replied. No, she said. You found everything. He didn't answer. She placed something in his hand. A piece of bread, warm and soft. Elias took a bite. Tasted like home. Not data. Not survival. Just life. Later that day, Leah ran to him, holding something small. Look, I found this in the old drawer. It was a tiny necklace, rusted but still shining faintly. There was a name engraved on it. Leo. Leah looked up. Was that your son? Elias froze. Images returned, clearer now. A child running. A laugh. A tiny hand in his. Leo, he whispered. Tears touched his face again. Not from sadness, but from knowing he hadn't lost everything. Some memories don't fade. They hide. And wait. That night, Elias sat by the fire one last time. He took out the broken piece of his old core, the metal heart he once carried. He placed it gently into the flames. Hissed, sparked, then turned to ash. Leah watched and asked, What now? Elias smiled. I start again. He stood up the next morning, wearing a long coat Anna had fixed for him. It was old, but it fit. Leah held his hand tightly. Are you leaving? Yes, he said. There are others like me. Lost. Half human. Half program. Anna's eyes filled with tears. You're going to save them? Elias looked at both of them. No. I'm going to remind them that they were once human too. He began walking down the road, alone, but not lonely. Each step felt heavy, but real. He passed broken buildings, silent drones, old ruins. But he didn't feel fear. He felt a mission. Not one given to him by a command, but by a child with a cardboard sign. Far behind him, Leah placed a new sign outside their home. It didn't ask for offers anymore. It simply said, we cook with love. Come eat with us. And sometimes, the strongest weapon isn't metal. It's a warm meal, a safe home, and the memory of someone who chose to feel.